You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Every Thursday night,
E.Ali,
Facebook Live,
the weekly news,
TikTok,
no cap,
YouTube. You got your boy E.Ali and the
local
Toledo.
news, regional, and the shit that might go viral. You know I'ma got
E.Ali and
you.
the
You know I got you.
Toledo.
Yo, what's up, Toledo? It's your boy, I'm back. The season finale of E.Ali and the Toledo, the segment, Thinking Out Loud. What's going on? What's popping with y'all? It's May 16th, 2024. Making an effort. Also like to say belated, well, I didn't, not belated, but just acknowledge my daughter's birthday. You know, like to do that. She turned 30. So giving praise and honor to the Almighty for her, you know, reaching that age or whatever. Also, that says something about me for my youngest child to be 30. You know, I'm with one of them guys they call old head. Unk. You know. But this your boy, man. E.Ali and the Toledo, Thinking Out Loud. The season finale. The show is taking a different turn in terms of a different turn, excuse me, in terms of development, in the way we're gonna project things in the future and beyond, so to speak. And I guess mainly because we are influenced by constantly the turn of events, the things that's happening in the world. For the most part, that's for as it is, that's the thing that's influenced all of us. Because for the most part, most of us just have a normal, average, boring life where you go to work, raise some kids, you know, do your 9 to 5, pay bills, and struggle. So this is the poor man campaign. This is a podcast mainly geared towards the working man. The individual who was raised in the inner city, someone who possibly public school system, west side, east of the Viaduct, you know. But this E.Ali and the Toledo, May 16th, 2024, sent my grandson out there couple days ago. I think it was Monday. They took off, went out there to D.C. for the school trip. Being that he's not graduating, but being that he's, you know, well, he is graduating from the 8th grade, you know, but you know, that 8th grade trip where they take you out to D.C. and shit like that. That's what's happening with your boy this week, you know. But nevertheless, man, let's get into the show, man. Damn, man. My bad. Hit the wrong button. Sorry, y'all.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali, E.Ali, E.Ali in the Toledo. E.Ali, E.Ali. We from the Toledo. E.Ali in the Toledo. What it do, Toledo? It's your boy, I'm back. May 16th, 2024. E.Ali and the Toledo with another episode, a segment of Thinking Out Loud. Just your boy putting his thoughts in the air, in the ethers, so to speak, giving y'all a chance to come into my world. Also giving myself a little bit of therapy, because everybody in this day and age is self-centered, conceited, want to hear themselves talk, want to be the center of attention, things of that nature. But that's not the case here, but it is somewhat influence of that, because I always, I tried my debuts in acting in school, 6th grade and 4th grade, Lincoln School, and some of the school plays. I didn't do too well. I had a small role, think I had one of them. I had one of, who was one of the ones? If my little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I think that was one of my verse. That was one of my that was a song in which we did. I think we was in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, or something like that. Lincoln School. So I always had that, my little light. This is that effort. But this is your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, man. 45 minutes out of Detroit, Michigan, pothole capital USA. Toledo, Ohio, geographically located. We can get it. It's one of them spots, man, ain't really too much shit to do. Small town and shit like that, whatever. But we geographically located where we can always get into something and find something to do. With Cleveland being an hour and a half, if you put your foot down a little bit, going about 80, hit the turnpike. If you that's like an hour and a half or so, hour and 45 minutes roughly. Then you got the old great Detroit, Michigan, which is 45 minutes out of from here. So in Chicago, 5 hours, 6 hours tops. You got Indianapolis 5, St. Louis 8, Atlanta 12, and New York 12. So man, we can get into it. We got Cincinnati and Columbus and Pittsburgh all right there, man. Like, we in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something to do around here. You know what I mean? As long as you got an effort and a will. So, hey, man, a lot of shit been going on in the world, in the city. But let's address some of the shit that's going on in the city. I didn't know, man. I drove by the other day and I heard whispers, but I wasn't for sure. But I guess it is official. The closing of C.Brown, the funeral home, a stable in the community, man. Been around all my life, and I guess for me, when Glory called, I would hope my people had considered their service for that service, or that, for that celebration. But being that they're no longer going to be around, that's a big blow for me, man. Most of y'all, or most of the kids, probably wouldn't know, but that's where you wanted to go if you had to be called home, man. That's one of the stables, and then you got Dale up the street. So I guess Dale would definitely be the one. You got Tate and them still around and doing their thing, but nevertheless, man, that's what it is. Because we only trust with black folks, we only trust our own to do those kind of services for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get a stable, well-established business that got a lot of customers, to constantly get customers, it's hard to believe that they will possibly even have financial situations. But I guess if you putting it on the community and you giving out not loans, but you giving people consideration to come back with the money, and you still doing the services and shit like that, I guess you could possibly fall behind. But for me, that's when the community should come forward. And if you owe them people and you owe that man, get that money over there, man, so we can keep this stable, and so we can keep this brother or this family and business that have served us for years, man. You know what I mean? So it's a sad day, a sad time for Toledo, if you don't know that. But this is broader. This is bigger than Toledo because you see a lot of businesses now that's failing. You know, you got Rite Aid. You know, Rite Aid on the corner. It used to be on the corner of, I think it was Detroit and Glendale. That has closed down. The Fifth Third Bank used to be across the street. I think it was Fifth Third, if I'm not mistaken. That closed down several years ago. You know, you did have a BP gas station on that corner as well. You know, they no longer there. The closing the McDonald's on Door in Collingwood. You know what I mean? For those people for that business to been over there for over 20-some years, and then McDonald's being one of the global conglomerate companies and shit, and not able to serve the hood hamburgers and shit. Not that it's a disgrace. I mean, it's good because on the health issue aspect of things, but that's showing the volatility of the dollar and how it's moving around. You know what I mean? And for someone not to consider that corner a profitable corner, you know what I mean, or to see that aspect of business right there, the premise. I mean, just the grade, you know. Be less than, you know, the less flow of money. So, I mean, with that being said, man, you know, like I said, even Best Buy on Monroe Street I done seen and closed down. So we seeing the toll of, you know, our country going to war or putting this money in the war. We seeing what's going on with, you know, where you got you didn't open the borders, so to speak, and allow, you know, the looting of the national treasure, you know, giving out handouts and things of that nature, where the rest of us, working class, the working man, is suffering. You know, the 9 to 5 ain't doing it no more. You know, it's hard to be a bus driver or a truck driver, you know what I mean? And you know, a McDonald's over here paying kids $15 an hour. You know, and they only want to give you 20, 25 or something like that. You know what I mean? This is a skilled job, skilled labor. It's less than manual labor. It's almost, manual labor and skilled labor is almost the same. So it's hard to differentiate between, you know, what you should do in terms of, like, especially if you're talking about energy and effort, you know, for you to almost clear what you need to clear at a McDonald's job, per se, working in a truck all day, and just the bad situation that you might find yourself with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of crazy. Or to be working at somewhere like one of these factories and only be getting $5 more than some, you know, one of these kids or not kids, or just young adults or whoever that's working in the fast food. And for those individuals to make that kind of money, you would think the increase in the other jobs would take place as well. But you haven't seen that. So again, the cashiers and things of that nature, and then just plus the high theft in some of these stores and things of that nature has caused a real dramatic effect on our economy and our situation. And then for Toledo to always be a little bit behind the 8 ball anyway, in terms of economic development and growth, you know what I mean? We definitely gonna suffer, you know, and then the hood definitely gonna take a beating. You know what I mean? Just look at what's being built. You know, that's how you tell the validity or the, you know, the velocity of growth and how things is moving and shit like that. The volume of things, the flow of money. You know what I mean? Shit, it ain't a couple dollars ain't flowed through here since the COVID. You know, COVID, everybody seemed to have a couple dollars for that year and a half, so to speak, especially if you was into the PP loans, the PP and shit and all that. You know, I seen it. For me, it was, to me, I just seen it as a trap. I ain't fall into it. You know, I ain't put myself out there. I ain't received nothing. I didn't receive not one red cent from the government during COVID? Nothing. I didn't apply. For the most part, I didn't apply for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ate off the land. You know, that's how I did it. You know, for the most part. You know, so with that being, and then I was at that time I was driving trucks and shit. And so I gave up a trucking career because just of the state of situation and how they played the school thing. I thought it was definitely critical for someone like myself to, you know, to invest into the kids that year. And so I did that. And for me, man, that was one of the best times of my life. And not to say or wish that, but, you know, if I could go back, you know what I mean, I would definitely do some things different and try to be a little bit more effective in terms of my approach. But nevertheless, just to be thrown in the fire and to do and have to demonstrate just off pure wits, I don't think I did too bad. You know what I mean? Plus, I had a small group of children, so it was positive, man. I made my effort. I tried. You know what I mean? We all can do more, and so that's what we left with. But a lot of shit going on in the world, man, in terms of, you know, just on the national type thing, you know, and looking at the media. I see that it was a beef between Shaq and Shannon Sharp. You know, these guys is both analysts for sports. But this is shit that could cause us they keep us distracted. You know, that's the one thing I see, that they keep us looking up to celebrities, looking up to somebody who then possibly came, you know, they got a few dollars, you know, as to say that this person is right or righteous too. And now that we see individuals that's pursuing that money like that, they ain't as righteous as we thought. There's a lot of crooked shit going on, a lot of bullshit behind the scene that the average man, working man, is seeing. And if you allowing your kids and if you trying to live your life accordingly to, you know, the standards of the stars or the celebrities in which they parade in front of us as to look or as to have stock, you know, especially when you look at black folks, you know, melanated people of color, Negroes, just, you know, Moors, whatever you want to call yourself and identify yourself, but individuals with dark pigmentation skin always to seem to glorify the celebrity aspect, or people who seem to accomplish more, you know. And I think that has to do, especially here, has to do with in terms of the way America has promoted, you know, the high end value, the luxury, you know, the high standard, the elite, you know, the have-nots. And so with that system, that capitalist system, you can accumulate it. The ideal is just to accumulate money at all costs, you know, shit on everybody, you know, till you get to the top type mentality. You know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe in terms of, you know, individuals that's trying to chase the bag and shit, so to speak. You know, and now that we see that, you know, after the interview with Cat Williams, we seeing the exposure, and we seeing a lot of shit that's taking place, you know, in terms of, you know, the truths, certain shit being seen or being broadcast about. You know, now you can see why Angela Yee got up out of the breakfast show, because of the DJ Envy situation, and she seen that coming down. She didn't want to be associated with that. You know, the dirty business that was taking place, and it's been real quiet. You know, but you know, and again, what I was saying, Malcolm said it 2 years ago, that black folks seem to take white folks give black folks individuals as opposed to be leaders and spokesmen for the community, or put them as individuals that trust that's what's being said is the whole of all of us, that we all feel this, and they usually put celebrities, individuals that got a financial interest or at stake or something to lose, to try to persuade us, as to try to persuade public opinion on how we all think here deep down in the ghetto. You know what I mean? Because that's just look at your zip code. That's, I mean, anything in them. If you ain't in if you ain't in a zip code where both of your parents making 100,000, 6 figures and shit like that, in most cases, you know what I mean, you living in an environment, man, that possibly is targeted by police because of the crime, high crime written areas and shit. I mean, for the most part, that's where that's where I've been. Public school system, inner city. You know what I'm saying? The struggle, crack cocaine epidemic. You know what I mean? I'm of that generation. When because that for years influenced my thought. Because I had seen that this country was a drug-induced nation. They wanted to party, because we want to party and kick it on the weekend. You know what I mean? So sex, drug, and rock and roll. That's what I grew up on. That's what was promoted before rap. Sex, drug, and rock and roll, the rockers. That was used to influence America and shit, Just look at the music. That's it. So you had that. And when hip hop come, we shunned that. We said, you a dummy doing drugs. You a fool. Hip hop, when it first was perceived, it was talking about intelligence, wordplay. Explored it. It was about guys exploring that dictionary and coming up with words that rhyme over beats, giving the expression. Now hip hop then took the turn of glorification and idolizing and being prideful. You just have to look at the music and look when it was and what it is now. So I'm influenced from that. I done seen the transition. I'm one of them guys, man, like I say all the time. I gave up my hoop dreams for the triple beam. That's my slogan. Sold my hoop dreams to the triple beam. I weighed my hoop. That's what it is. I sold my hoop dreams to the triple beam. I wanted to be in the NBA. I had talent, But when you don't have a father or have strong individuals around you to influence you what you doing, and then plus everybody else, trying to live their life. If you don't have nobody to stop and take pause of what's going on in their life and look into your future for you, someone that cared, you ain't gonna. My mama had 3 boys. She was bogged down, man. At some point, she had to focus on her shit, because if you don't get it, then you gonna fuck up her shit. She did the best as she could, man. She couldn't have did nothing no different. All that shit was on me, man. I fucked that up. The talent was there. This city is one of those cities, man, that try to grab young folks early. 14, 15, these guys then gave up and then gave themselves to the street. You know what I'm saying? We need stronger institutions. The church ain't strong enough no more. Don't nobody believe in Jesus. Plus, if you looked at the new law, they didn't demonize the Bible in terms, because now if you preach the Bible the old school way, like Martin Luther King them and how they used to preach and Malcolm them, if you preach that kind of form of Christianity, you know, even what was that brother, that form of, what was that brother, Barack Obama's minister before he, damn, I hate that shit, man. But nevertheless, man, Barack Obama minister, because he had got in trouble for some of the shit he had said. But if you teach that style of Christianity, they can deem you now as anti-Semitic. You know, if you was to teach, you know, just the story of Jesus, the way it's displayed. So with that being said, it's a war. It's a war now on good and evil, against good and evil for the most part. And you just have to pick your side. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, don't get your panties in the butts with the shit I'm saying. There's 2 billion people on the planet. I'm only just dropping a little bit of. I'm only giving you my 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying? With having the freedom of thought, expression and shit like that, man, that's, you know, that's what it is. But hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share, leave comments, positive or negative. I even take the hate. I'm a double that up. I take the hate and look at what you hating and try to correct it and shit. But then if I look at it, cause you could have a point. I don't view hate as hate. I view it as constructive criticism. It don't, you know, some people look at it and say it's hate, you know, but you can tell hate from constructive criticism too, you know. I am aware of that. So with that being said, man, I'm going to do my thing. Yeah, this your boy E.Ali, man, in the Toledo. It's May 16th, 2024. This is an episode of Thinking Out Loud. This is a segment of your E.Ali in the Toledo. This is the final, this is the finale of the E.Ali in the Toledo Thinking Out Loud. I think I only ran like, I'm gonna check the numbers, man, for the most part. I think I'm gonna do probably like 5 or 6 at a time series, maybe 10, possibly. But mainly I'm gonna do at least like 7. I think I'm gonna stick to, I think I'm gonna get a powerful number, man. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna get a number like 7, man. I'm gonna do like 7. 7 thinking out loud and just boom, boom, hit them like that. But again, man, this is my effort to bring forth. Well, this is a therapeutic session, and 2, y'all get a chance to look at self-therapy, you know, for me to allow myself to flow and to get these thoughts out so I don't cause myself to go crazy for some of the shit I might see, you know. But I definitely see that, you know, our city is taking a, you know, just the inner city, man, on the east side of the viaduct. You know, when you go towards that train or that bridge to cut through most of the city. I mean, most of the city. You know, you got the bridge on Monroe and Bancroft. That bridge is also over there on Central. You catch it on Delaware. That bridge is also there on Door. You know what I mean? You go down on Facet. You on Nebraska. You actually go over the tracks because you don't go under. And so that bridge or that train track run through the whole city. I'm on the east side of the viaduct, meaning I'm on the side. I'm not on the side going towards TU. I'm on the side going towards downtown. That's the east side of the viaduct. Struggleville. Just look it up. Go ride through the hood, man. You know what I mean? Where we predominantly at. You can see where it was a movie, man, and I said this once before. If you have to go back and look at that man, Inside Man. And it's a part when she in there talking to Denzel. Because Denzel is the leading officer, but then it's a special what can I say? A special investigator where she got pulled because the individual who owned the bank gave her authority to go in to investigate as well. But nevertheless, she I forgot the sister name who played that part, white girl. But nevertheless, she there's a part where she say, when there's blood on the street, buy property. When there's blood in the street, buy property. And that's crazy. Like, you gotta really understand that. Because for the most part, whenever there's violence and a lot of shit going on in a certain area, for the most part, the property is cheap. The property is cheap. And so when there's blood in the street, buy property. That's what she said, and that stuck with me. As soon as she said it, it was like, it took me like, damn. That's why the hood's so cheap. That's why it got its value now. That's where the flip is, the inner city. That's where you get the biggest bang on your investment in terms of housing. You know, you go in there and get that shit crumbs on $1 5 years ago. Now look at the price of the hood. It's going up, you know. But again, man, this your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do thinking out loud. This is May 16th, the finale, man. Just your boy breathing on y'all, giving y'all a dose, just giving you a dose of your boy, man. A little bit of thug therapy. You know what I'm saying? That's all this is a little bit of thug therapy, thinking out loud, man. This your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, make comments, make comments, show love. You know, you can even give the constructive criticism, in which they now call hate. I even want that. You know what I'm saying? But this, nevertheless, man, this your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. Peace.